Hey, what's going on, guys? BringYourFriends here. It's been quite some time since I released a video, but I figured that the time was right in the release of the newly anticipated Black Ops 4. And since I haven't played a COD game since Modern Warfare 3 on console, I wanted to give it a go. And since Black Ops 4 is on PC, has gotten some decent support, and doesn't really feel like a blatant port over from console, I figured I'd give it a general review. That being said, before I get started, I wanted to point out that the majority of this review will be from a free-for-all, kill-confirmed, and team deathmatch point of view on the PC version of the game. So if you stumbled on this video with anything concerning the new Blackout mode, you've come to the wrong place. I will be covering everything, including the perks, the pick 10 system, the maps, the specialists, and the overall look and feel of the game. So sit back, relax, and let's get started. When it comes to the graphics, I feel the game should be no shocker that it looks and plays very similar to most other Call of Duty titles. The graphics look crisp, but not really eye-popping for 2018. The gameplay is also smooth and responsive. There's plenty of options in the PC version of the game to customize the way you play, from everything you'd expect, such as mount sensitivity, ADS sensitivity, field of view, all the way to the specifics as whether or not your equipment should be activated on key press or on release, giving you plenty of options to customize your binds and how you'd like to play the game. Coming over to the pick 10 system, it's very similar to previous Call of Duty games, with two very distinct changes. The first one is an implementation called an operator mod, which is a unique attachment that's only unlocked after the weapon is maxed out, that's specific to that gun only. While it is debated on whether or not these gun-only specific modifications are useful depending on which gun you use, it's needless to say that it's a good addition to the pick 10 system. The second change, if you so happen to choose any equipment from the pick 10 system, that equipment would replace your default ability on the specialists that you would be playing the game with. Specialists are essentially heroes from Overwatch with their own powers and abilities, just with their own Call of Duty twist. On top of the equipment overlap, all grenade changes are now on a global cooldown, therefore nerfing it into irrelevancy. It almost feels like the game design teams had little or no communication with each other when it comes to the specialist design in pick 10 system. For example, there's a specialist called Ajax, and one of his abilities is a concussion grenade called a 9-bang. I just don't understand why it's even possible to go into the pick 10 system and choose a less powerful concussion grenade and overwrite a more powerful one that Ajax uses. I know nobody would do this, but that alone would make it feel like there's no communication between these two branches of the game. Otherwise, this wouldn't be possible. Personally, I think it would be fine if the equipment you choose wouldn't overlap with your specialist abilities, which would be a good start. Switching over to the perks, I figured it would have been a little bit more exciting than the pick 10 system. The perk list is lacking in terms of numbers, with a grand total of 13 perks, compared to 18 in Black Ops 3 and 16 in Black Ops 2. Scavenger has been nerfed by default with the general nerf to grenades. Flak Jacket faces the same type of nerf from the complete removal of grenades in the game that's even more multiplied by forcing you to 1. Replace your specialist ability to use them, and 2. Make you spend a point to do so. Tactical Mask is too situational of a perk to be used, as it widely depends on what specialist you're up against in the game. I've also done testing on Lightweight, as it's effectively the same speed running without it, with only a 1/10 of a second in variation. I'll do more in-depth review on perks in a later video, but overall I wasn't impressed with what I saw, despite being a few good perks, but a few out of 13 is not looking good. In terms of the specialists themselves, it's very hit or miss depending on what's good and or fun to play. As I said, I usually play free-for-all or team deathmatch and kill confirmed, and the two I've used the most are Nomad and Ruin. Nomad because he comes with a landmine that can be hidden at strategic locations for steady kills throughout the match, along with his special attack dog unit that can either be toggled to patrol your location or to go to hunt enemy players. But the reason why Nomad works so well in a free-for-all setting because both his mine and his dogs are just passive point income in which you can use while you are roaming the map looking for kills. However, looking at the specialists overall, I can honestly say that the game would do better without them in general. I'm not very fond of the specialists because to me they feel very gimmicky. I'd rather focus on the gun and grenade play that I previously know the game to be. Your specialist timers and specials should not be on a simple cooldown but only exclusive to kills. Getting them feels unrewarding, and I'd honestly rather see them removed. Going over to the maps, Black Ops 4 currently has 14, and out of those 14, the only ones I enjoy are Icebreaker, Militia, Jungle, Slums, Firing Range, and Summit. And most of those are previous maps, which is saying a lot. Just take a look at Seaside. If I had a quarter for every corner I found in this map alone, I'd have enough funds to buy out the entire Call of Duty franchise and make maps that are actually worth a damn. Maps like these only encourage people to sit in corners, and rightfully so. Labyrinth type maps only dissuade roamers because there is so many paths to take from point A to point B. So despite the nerfs to the grenades, the gimmicky specialist, the equipment that overrides character abilities, lackluster perks, and endless puzzle-like maps, would I recommend getting this game? Personally, it depends on Treyarch and their ability to listen to player feedback and change the game accordingly in a short amount of time. Yes, I still have fun playing the game, but at the end of the day, when I play something, I should have a handful of moments to which I actually enjoyed myself rather than wanting to pull my hair out, or at least what's left of it. That concludes the end of this Call of Duty Black Ops 4 review. If you enjoyed this video or have an opinion that's different than mine concerning what I discussed, please let me know in the comments down below. I will also be doing a few more videos looking in depth at the perks, the Pick 10 system, and other things concerning Call of Duty 4 Black Ops. So, that being said, I'll check you guys later. Peace.